Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Texas Longhorns.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward position. Texas on D. It's a three-point game. Now here is Hill. A floater. Another shot. And there's the play by Evans inside.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg. And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Nobody near Parker. Another miss by Parker.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Out of bounds, Texas will take possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Edwards against Hawkins. Parker outside. Edwards, a screen on Hill. Here's Parker. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one-and-done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
And so it's Texas with it after the Badgers picking up a basket just moments ago. Shoots the three, and that one's good. Parker's got... Got 5 points so far.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And Walker kicks to Wade. He feeds it to Fisher. Here's Decker. He dishes it to Hill. The pass to Decker. Feeds it to Fisher. 6 on the shot clock. High post shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, their winning has come through solid team play.
Parker, he's in at the point. He's out there with Richmond, and it's Rush in at the small forward position.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And for the Badgers, Fisher is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Wade in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here's Decker. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Greg, I think you were talking about this just a moment ago. We'll be seeing more and more Badgers in the NBA with their recent success. Frank Kaminsky being the most recent NBA product.
And Kaminsky isn't alone. Sam Decker on that squad
right.
will be coming in. How about John Lure and Greg Stiesma and Devin Harris are all fellow Wisconsin alums. You look at the list and you see a lot of guys who know how to do the little things for a team.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
And Fisher kicks to Walker. Outside Hill. Wade a screen on Parker. Hill has the open look, and again it's the Badgers missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Fisher against Parker. Pass to Decker. Here's Fisher. And again, it's the Badgers missing.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they need a basket in the worst possible way, and they've got to stop this run, and the only way you do that, you got to score yourself.
Tries to snap the cold streak, and that's not going to go. And we've... And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
You know what, guys? That was the start that Freak and his team wanted in the first half. I mean, they didn't run away with the game, but they're in a really good spot to capture the title.
These first 5 minutes in the second half are going to be huge. They know their opponent is going to come out strong and try to even things up. But if they can keep their cool, they'll be on their way, I think, to the title.
Parker in at point guard. Also Ellis out there. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot. And for the Badgers, Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot.
And guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM sports.
Parker, he's in at point guard. Also Ellis out there. Turner is out there with Doherty. And it's Ford in at the 4-man position. Wisconsin trails by 9. And for the Badgers, they've got Dawkins. He's out there with Decker. And it's Hawkins in at point. Parker against Conley. Passes to Dawkins. The Badgers working the ball around now. Shot from 12. Hawkins shot good. Parker outside. And that one swishes right in.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Parker in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards. And it's Davis in at the 5 down low.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. I think they came out with some tired legs to start. But they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged. This game's still very much up in the air. This is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
There's Parker with the 3. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Decker passes to Hawkins. Kicks it to Conley. Right wing. To the middle. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within single digits.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Parker against Hawkins. The 3. Again from deep. The three-pointer good from Parker. Parker's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for Texas.
And with this lead, it looks like they'll hold on for the title. A special moment for everyone on the team. And really, what a year it's been for their star, Freak.
Yeah, very impressive considering everybody pinned their hopes on him to lead the team at the start of the season. And he hasn't disappointed. For all the hype that surrounded him, he lived up to all of it.
5 on the clock. Shoots off the screen, and the basket by Hill.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Longhorn.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Parker. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
So the Longhorns win it. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they